You know that feeling when something feels off in your relationship, when you can't quite put your finger on it, but you just know there's a subtle shift, something's not right. Your partner might not be saying anything, but their body is, it's in the way they move. Their gestures, even their posture, body language can reveal hidden truths, things they might not say out loud. Today, we're going to explore how to spot those body language betrayals in your relationship, how to read between the lines when words fail, and what those nonverbal cues could really mean for you and your relationship. Let's start with the first sign, that gut feeling you get when you're talking to your partner and they seem to pull away from you. You're sharing something vulnerable, maybe a personal story or an emotional moment. But instead of meeting you with openness, they seem distant. Their arms are crossed tightly, their body is turned slightly away. It's like an invisible wall has been put up. Now, why does this happen? When someone closes off their body like this, it can indicate defensiveness, discomfort, or even a lack of trust. It's a betrayal of connection, and it often happens when something deeper is going on beneath the surface. Now, think about eye contact. We all know that eye contact is crucial for connection, right? But what happens when your partner starts avoiding it suddenly? They're looking everywhere but at you. Their eyes are darting around the room, or they seem to stare down at the ground. You might think it's nothing, but this could be a sign of guilt, dishonesty, or an attempt to hide something. When someone avoids eye contact, it's often a subconscious way of distancing themselves from the conversation, or avoiding confronting the truth. But when they look you in the eyes, when their gaze feels steady, that's when you know they are emotionally present with you. Then there's the way your partner touches you, or doesn't. Have you noticed that over time the affection might start to fade, or the touch feels different? Instead of the warm embrace or soft caresses, it's more of a quick distracted touch, like a brush of the arm or a stiff hug. This could indicate emotional withdrawal. It might mean that your partner isn't as emotionally engaged, or perhaps they're trying to distance themselves from you without saying it. The way someone touches you speaks volumes about their feelings. When it's genuine and warm, you feel that connection. But when it's cold and brief, it can leave you wondering if something's wrong. Have you ever been in a conversation with your partner and they suddenly start fidgeting? Maybe they're tapping their foot, playing with their fingers, or shifting in their seat constantly. These little movements can indicate discomfort, anxiety, or nervousness. It's like their body is trying to escape from the emotional tension of the moment. In relationships, when someone is hiding something or feeling guilty, their body will often give them away through these small, nervous gestures. They may not even realize it, but their body is betraying their true emotions. If you notice this behavior, it might be worth paying closer attention to the words they're saying versus what their body is telling you. Let's talk about the facial expressions. These can be tricky, because sometimes your partner might say one thing, but their face says another. Have you ever heard them say everything is fine, but their face looks tense, or they have a forced smile? Maybe their brow is furrowed and their eyes are narrowed. It's like they're trying to mask what they're really feeling, but their emotions are leaking through their face. When someone's words don't align with their facial expression, it's a clear sign that something's off. Your partner may be trying to hide their true feelings, but their face will always give away the real emotion underneath. Here's another one. Pay attention to how your partner's body moves when you're together. Do they lean in when you speak, or do they pull back? If they're always pulling away, or if they seem physically distant, even when you're sitting close, it can signal a lack of interest or even emotional detachment. On the other hand, if they're leaning in, maintaining close proximity, and mirroring your movements, these are signs of emotional engagement. It's all about creating a space where both of you feel connected. But when one person starts to retreat physically, it could be a sign of deeper emotional withdrawal. How about when your partner's tone of voice shifts? You know that subtle change, the one that goes unnoticed, but you hear it. Maybe their voice sounds sharper, more defensive, or even dismissive. This shift can indicate that they're not being fully honest, or that there's tension beneath the surface. When you notice this, ask yourself why their tone has changed. Are they feeling attacked, or are they trying to avoid the topic altogether? The way someone speaks can reveal their true emotional state, even when their words don't match up. Another subtle betrayal happens in the way your partner responds to your needs. Imagine you're feeling upset, maybe something's bothering you, and you turn to your partner for support. But instead of offering comfort, they seem distracted. They avoid your gaze, or they give you short, dismissive answers. This lack of emotional support can be a huge red flag. It's not just about ignoring what you're saying, it's about ignoring your feelings. A partner who's emotionally unavailable in this way may be hiding something, or they may simply be withdrawing from the relationship. When it comes to emotional betrayal, one of the most telling signs is inconsistency. One moment your partner is warm and affectionate, and the next, they are cold and distant. This push-pull dynamic can leave you feeling confused and unsure of where you stand. It's like you're on an emotional roller coaster, and their body language plays a big role in this. Sometimes it's hard to tell whether they're just having a bad day, or if there's something deeper going on. But inconsistency in their body language can signal a lack of emotional alignment, and it's important to pay attention to these shifts. As you begin to recognize these signs of body language betrayal, you may feel more in tune with what's happening in your relationship. You'll start noticing the subtle shifts, the little changes, and understanding what they mean, because in the end, your partner's body language can reveal what words can't. When you become aware of these betrayals, you can address them, have the difficult conversations, and work towards a deeper, more honest connection. So next time you feel that subtle shift, trust your instincts and take a closer look at the nonverbal cues your partner is giving you, because they might just be telling you more than you realize. Now, if you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, because you will learn tons of valuable information in the next video. Stay tuned for more tips on how to truly understand the hidden messages in your relationship and how to create a deeper, more authentic connection.